Good morning, children. Welcome back. We are in the vocabulary part of the B reading of the fifth unit. In the previous class, we completed the first or bit A of the exercise. Now, bit B, fill in the blanks in the following sentences with appropriate phrasal verbs given below. Make necessary changes in the verb forms if necessary. Sometimes, children see previous exercise, complete sentence is given and we need to replace the explanations with appropriate phrasal verbs. Here blanks are given and there are some 10 phrasal verbs given in the box. We have to choose the appropriate phrasal verbs and fill in the blanks there. And if there is a need, you can change the verb form. For example, send to sent, take, took, like that. If the sentence needs such an adjustment, such a requirement is there, then you can convert that into its past form. Like breakdown becomes broke down. It all depends on the given sentence. That's the meaning of make necessary changes in the verb forms if necessary. So what are the phrasal verbs given there in the box? Let us see. In the first row, turn up, give in, put out, cut down, get through, send for. Second row, send for, take after, makes out, break down, call for. So their meanings, once we fill in the blanks, we can easily understand. We will explain the meanings also. First sentence, let us see. Ramesh made a mistake for which his officer dashed an explanation. What is the appropriate word for or phrasal verb to be used there in the blank? Call for. Ramesh made a mistake. Made is past tense. So you cannot write call for here. You have to write the past tense form of the phrasal verb call. So called. Ramesh made a mistake for which his officer called for an explanation. Called for means what? Ask for. His manager asked him for an explanation for his mistake. So first blank you have to write called for. See, we have made a change there in the verb form. Sentence number 2, you must dash your expenses, otherwise you will be in trouble. You must cut down your expenses. Cut down means what? Reduce. If you do not reduce your expenses, you will be in trouble. Cut down means reduce, minimize. Sentence number 3, there is no doubt he will dash the examination as he has worked hard for all these days. So, whenever you talk about the examination, he will dash the exam. It means he will get through the examination. Get through means what? Pass. To get through an examination means to pass an examination. There is no doubt he will dash. Get through only you have tried because will is there. So, will is followed by present form only. So, get through only is you have tried there. Sentence number 4, I am unable to dash what they are saying because I don't know Tamil. I am unable to understand what they are saying because I don't know Tamil. So, understand what phrasal verb gives the meaning of understand? Make out. To make out means to understand. And moreover, TO2 is there before the blank. So, you cannot make any changes in the verb forms. You have to write I am unable to make out. Make out means understand. Remember that particular meaning also you can write there by its side. Every phrasal verb you can write the meaning by its side as I explain. Sentence number 5, the gang of terrorists dashed to the army after a long exchange of fire. The gang of terrorists surrendered. Surrendered, which phrasal verb gives the meaning of surrendered? Gave in. Because it is in past tense, instead of given, we have to write gave in. Gave is the past form of give. The gang of terrorists gave in to the army after a long exchange of fire. Sentence number 6, we took a car for rent for our forest trip. In the middle of the forest, it broke down. Broke down means what? It came under repair. But sentence is in past tense, so instead of breakdown, we have to write broke down there. We took a car for rent for our forest trip. In the middle of the forest, it broke down. Sentence number 7. The Olympic flame is usually dashed after completion of all the events. Is usually put out. Put out means what? Switch off. Most of the time we say put off the lights. Put off the light is not correct. Put out the lights is correct. Put out means to switch off. Whereas put off means to postpone. Sentence number 8. In spite of his repeated promises, he did not dash. Turn up. Turn up means come, attend. In spite of his repeated promises, means he made several promises but he did not turn up, he did not attend the meeting. Sentence number 9. The TV is making a terrible noise. Please dash a mechanic to repair it. Send for. Send for means what? To ask somebody to go and get the mechanic. Send for. To is followed by verb form V1 form only. So we write send for. We don't make any changes there in the verb. Last sentence. Sentence number 10. Everybody says that Gopi dash his father. Takes after his father. Take after only is given there. But the sentence is in present tense. Gopi is third person singular number. So we have to add yes to the verb. We discussed this in the simple present tense. I think you remember, children. Everybody says that Gopi takes after his father. Now in the next point, sentence or item number 3 in vocabulary, idioms. Okay children, let us go to the idioms now. Yes. Yes children, idioms. I only wish to build a shelter for my family. Then I shall be free to breathe my last. Bayaji answered. In the sentence above, breathe one's last is an idiomatic expression which means to die. What do you mean by breathing one's last or breathe last for the last time means to die. Bayaji says, I only wish to build a shelter for my family, then I shall be free to breathe my last. So, breathe one's last is an idiomatic expression which means to die. What is an idiom? You can see that there. Idiom is a group of words in a fixed order. Remember that. It's a group of words in a fixed order that has a particular meaning. Together it is taken as a single unit that is different from the meaning of each word understood on its own. If you take out the words of the idiom separately, they give out different meanings. But together, when those words are arranged in a fixed order, always it has a particular meaning that convey some figurative meanings, figurative explanations. Idioms cannot be translated word by word. You should not translate word by word. Not only that, idioms cannot be used in the reverse order. For example, breathe once last means to die, means last time, to breathe for the last time. You cannot write he breathed is first there to say that he had taken a birth. That is not correct. Reversal order or opposite of the meaning of the idiom is not possible under any circumstances. Okay, children, be very careful about this. You can look at the notes given there. We have already learned that an idiom is a mode of expression peculiar to a language. In Telugu, we call it Jatiyam. In Hindi, we call it Muhavare. English, it is called idiom. Okay, children, let us see. English idioms, Hindi muhavare, Telugu jatiyamulu. So, the words are fixed in an order. You cannot change the order of the words in an idiom. Not only that, you should not translate, you cannot translate word by word in an idiom. Look at that. It's a group of words in a fixed order that has a particular meaning that is different from the meanings of each word understood on its own. Idioms cannot be translated word for word. They have become fixed through regular use with their figurative meanings. Figurative meanings or figurative expressions are nothing but Telugu alankaramulo. We already talked about figurative expressions like simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, oxymoron, adage, like that several are imagery, several figurative expressions we have already discussed, learnt in the previous classes and recently also. They have become fixed. These idioms, the words in idioms are fixed and with their figurative meanings. They should be used in their correct forms without dropping, adding or replacing any word. So in an idiom, you can neither drop a word nor add a word or replace any word. You cannot. We cannot say breathe once first to me to take birth or unbreathe once last in the sense of not to die. Hence, we should consult a standard dictionary and learn to use them as they are. Unless we have this idea about idioms in which words are fixed in an order, it has a peculiar meaning or a particular meaning compared to the meanings of each word it contains. And they are used repeatedly, they have become fixed through regular use. So, we should not drop any word from an idiom, add any word in an idiom, or we should not replace any word in an idiom. Their meanings will be lost there, it cannot be correct then. Now, in the A bit, choose the correct words and brackets to complete the following idioms in the sentences. Generally, these particular idioms, I told you that these have fixed words. First sentence, when I arrived here, I felt like a dash out of water, fish out of water. Prawn, crab also live in water. That does not mean that we can use any word there. When you go to a new place, you find yourself like a fish out of water. What happens when a fish comes out of water? It starts feeling very uneasy. So, when you go to a new place, you feel very uneasy in the company of some new people. So, you have tried like a fish out of water. Sentence number 2, he is an outspoken man, he dashes a spade a spade. He calls a spade a spade. An outspoken man means what? He speaks very straightforward manner, he speaks very frankly, he doesn't mind what others think about the way he speaks. Such kind of people are called outspoken persons. So, he calls a spade a spade. Generally, this is a regularly used idiom only, but of course, we never come across such kind of details because we have no habit of reading the language regularly. Sentence number 3, the parents got their daughter married, now they are dashed free, home free. Means they are very completely relaxed. Home free means once the parents get their daughter married and there is nobody there to get married again and send out, so they feel home free. Don't write house free or residence free. There is only fixed idiom there, home free. Sentence number 4, don't tell me a cock and bull story. Cock and bull stories only we generally say. We cannot say cock and hen story or cock and cat story. It's meaningless. Sentence number 5, you are a bit of a dash horse, dark horse. Dark horse means what? A dark horse is something that is not at all expected to win a race, but ultimately sometimes it wins race. It is called a dark horse. Now in B, match the idioms in column A with their meanings in column B. Write the idioms in your own sentences. First we have to match, then use those idioms in your own sentences. First one is bite the bullet. Does anyone bite a bullet? No. What does actually it mean? To accept something unpleasant without complaining. When you accept a bitter truth, That is what is called biting the bullet. Second one, lose heart. Don't lose heart just because you have failed one time. That means be discouraged. So first one is B, second one is E. Lose heart means to be discouraged. Sentence number 3, let the cat out of the bag. When you let the cat out of the bag, that means you reveal a secret there. When you let the cat out of the bag, it is revealing a secret. You have tried G there. Number 4, at 6s and 7s, a state of confusion or disarray. A sentence, the answer is A. At 6s and 7s means a state of confusion or disarray. Sentence number 5, grease one's palm, bribe somebody. See, grease one's palm. Palm means this. When you grease somebody's palm, that is an idiom which means you bribe, means you give something in form of a bribe to get a favor from the other person. Sentence number 6, an uphill battle. Something that is very difficult. When you fight an uphill battle, it is something that is very difficult to do or needs a lot of determination. Number 7, move heaven and earth, try very hard. Okay, children, this you can listen to this again, otherwise you go through a dictionary and find out the meanings. Don't forget to write these idioms in your own sentences. Okay, children, with that we come to the end of the vocabulary part. We go to the grammar part in the next class.